Hello, my name is Seyed Hezaveh, and I'm a fifth-year PhD student at Civil and Environmental Department. Here I'm presenting my PhD research on vertical axis wind turbines, and you might know that we have the wind turbines. We can is the means for extracting wind power from the atmosphere, and we have two kind of major wind turbines: horizontal axis wind turbines, which you can see everywhere around the world, and vertical axis wind turbines, which were introduced prior to horizontal axis wind turbines, but because they didn't have much more research on them compared to horizontal axis wind turbines. So if you want, they have several advantages compared to horizontal axis wind turbines. First of all, since they're rotating around the vertical axis, they can work from wind from any direction, so they're omnidirectional. And also, since their axis of rotation is vertical, their gearbox and the power generator would be located at the ground level, so the maintenance and the construction costs are going to be less expensive compared to horizontal ones. But since they were less studied, their power productions is somehow around 10% lower than horizontal axis wind turbines, and that's why the major companies are building horizontal axis wind turbines and paying less attention to vertical axis wind turbines. So, and the applications, I think it's going to be clear. So we want everyone needs energy, and the best way to create these energies are going to be clear renewable sources of energy, and the major one is going to be the wind. So the best way, if you can interact and produce more power from the wind and rely less on the gasoline or gas or nuclear power, our world and they're going to create zero emission of CO2, and our world is going to be much more better. So what I'm doing is put all my effort on investigating on vertical axis wind turbines and try to see how they interact in atmospheric boundary layer. I want to focus on their characteristics, such like how is their wake deficits, and what is the shape of their wake deficits, what's their pattern, and how we can arrange these kind of vertical axis wind turbines in wind farm. So I have studied the shape and design of vertical axis wind turbines in details, but here what in these sessions I'm presenting is the cluster design of vertical axis wind turbines, when you can actually put these turbines really close to each other. So another advantages of vertical axis wind turbines compared to horizontal ones is that, in contrast with them, since when you put horizontal axis wind turbines really next to each other, they have a detrimental effect and they will reduce the power production. But it has been shown by John Dabiri in Caltech, and when you put vertical axis wind turbines really close to each other, instead of reducing the power, they actually enhance the power productions. So we are adapting that concept in our model and creating a triangle clusters of vertical axis wind turbines. And by finding the optimized distance for the distance between the vertical axis wind turbines in these clusters, we are optimizing wind farms, large wind farms of vertical axis wind turbines, and we have shown that by doing such a cluster design, you can increase the power productions of a wind farm by 50%.
Well, thanks so much for talking with us. Really appreciate it.